and I want to show you our pre-K kit. Our pre-K kit is great for kids that are just starting to hold a pencil, anywhere between the ages of 3 and 5, before they enter kindergarten, so that by the time they enter kindergarten, they already feel really confident and enjoy math. So this is the pre-K kit. There are 10 books inside. The 10 books are incremental and cumulative, and they are they introduce math in bite-sized chunks, just one new thing a day, so the kids can really gain confidence and really memorize what they're learning. So how it works is that altogether there are 180 days of practice, thousands of practice problems, but each book only has 14 days of practice. So for a child that is young, this is the perfect amount for them. It's a book that's light, they can run around with it, so it doesn't feel overwhelming. And then each page, each day of practice just has a few practice problems. The answers are included, and this is so important because, as parents, we're so busy. We want to introduce our kids to math early on. Sometimes we don't have the time that we need. With the system, everything's already thought out for you, so you don't need to do really anything. You just open the book to the first page, and once your child goes through the first day of practice, you really won't need to do anything else. So the answers are already provided. They are tracing the entire question and answer. What we've seen is that when children are just tracing and concentrating on a problem and the answer is there, they're remembering it. So you don't need to have the equations without the answers in them. They can be there and the children will remember them. They will learn also that if they don't remember something, they can flip back to the lesson that they were on previously to get the answer on their own. So they don't really actually need, so as a parent, even though your child is very young, you won't need to actually sit there with them. So every day has 18 problems. You can split it up into 2 days if it's too much. They don't have to do everything in one sitting. And then every day that they finish the day of practice, they fill in a star. Every day they get another star. So on day 1, there's 1 star. On day 14, there's 14 stars. And then when they finish the book, there's a certificate at the end. There's a certificate at the end. All the certificates are different. So if you hang all the certificates up on your child's wall or the refrigerator, they'll all be unique, which is fun. So there are 10 books in all. I want to show you an example of what your child would be learning on the last day of practice. So this is a review day after they've learned 10 plus 10. So they will most likely know all of their addition facts through 10 plus 10, which is pretty amazing if you think about a child going into kindergarten already knowing how to add very well. What will happen is that they'll be very confident. They'll have high self-esteem. When they see math and they hear their teacher talking about math and teaching it, they'll feel like it's something that they already know really well, that they already like. And because they will be good at it and probably better at it than most of their peers, they're going to feel really smart. They'll also probably be put into the highest math group and then stay there all the way through their education. Often kids that don't have the experience in math, they'll be in a lower math group, and then they basically stay there all the way through. It's very hard to move a child from one level to another level unless an adult is really focused on having them catch up and move ahead. So if you get them started really young, they will really be probably a year or two ahead of most other kids in math, which is great because later on when they have choices of after school activities and hobbies, they'll be a lot more likely to enjoy the hobbies that have math as part of them, like science hobbies. And then that just changes everything for them. They're exposed to different other kids. They're exposed to other topics, and they'll probably be much more open to exposure to science, which is really going to be very necessary for our children in the future for many jobs that we're not even aware of yet. So let me just recap. This is the pre-K math kit. You can get this for your child if they're just starting to hold a pencil. This is perfect. It's fun and colorful and cute, so your child's going to really enjoy practicing. You're going to get them onto the right track. It's very different from some of the other things that are out there that are just that are maybe 30 to 50 pages. They kind of put 6 months to a year of content, and they scale it down so that it fits into a book. And what happens is that those books are fine when you're practicing, but they're not necessarily fine for a child that's learning. There's just not enough practice. This is really one of the few systems that has enough practice, and it's really the only one that has enough practice that is handwritten. And as we all know as adults, math really is something that needs to be that you need to know how to write. We can all use calculators, but when you get to middle school and high school and you need to learn algebra, and algebra is so necessary for so many professions, your child needs to know how to write. Using a calculator is not going to be something that they're going to be able to use to understand how to answer problems. So getting them used to writing with a pencil, the sooner the better is a great idea. And with all the technology out there, that happens a lot less. So try out our pre-K math kit. It's 100% guaranteed. If you're not happy with it, just let us know. If you order our pre-K math kit, and you email me, janice@pageadaymath.com, you'll also get this coloring book for your child. That's normally $9.95. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. If you like this video, you can give us a like and subscribe, like our Facebook page, and thanks so much for joining me. Bye.